Hey, Jimmy, can you see if I'm live?
Yeah.
It says live. All right, hey guys, I wanted to. Oh man, I don't even know if I'm live. If you guys can hear me, can.
You're live, Andy.
Oh, I am? All right, good. Hey, so I wanted to make an immune system strengthening herbal tonic. I do this a few times a week, but I really feel like it's the reason why I haven't been sick, and geez, knock on wood. Since I don't know, maybe 20, 21, 22 years old, maybe 23. But I mean, I'm 36 now, so that's 13, 14 years. I forget what it feels like, knock on wood. Jeez. But it's because of staying on top of just mineralizing my body, my system, removing as much inflammation out of my body as possible. I swear by adaptogenic herbs. I love medicinal mushrooms. I love Ayurvedic herbs and things like MSM, vitamin C, ascorbic acid, schizandra, turmeric, aloe vera, beet, oregano oil, basil, bone broth, very good for your gut health as well. And I think I'm missing, and then also with all of that, we round it out by getting good fats in your system as well to help with absorption of all those nutrients. So I wanted to walk through the whole process of what I do a few times a week. I do this particular one in the fall. I mean, we're gearing up for a real chilly winter here in LA. I mean, temperatures are breaking into the 50s, so I expect to get laughed at for that by the people on the East Coast. So that was a joke, bad joke. But yeah, so I'll start it off. So this right here for my gut health, I'll do this Farmhouse culture beet kraut, or not beet kraut, but this is actually the gut shot of the beet kraut. That's the beet kraut that's actually going in there as well. So I love beets because of their nitric oxide content, hydrochloric acid to help with digestion of proteins, and so and also this is fermented, so it's really going to help heal your gut, which to me is the most important thing to do. I mean, everything starts in your gut as far as absorbing nutrients, minerals, and digestion, everything. So if you don't have a healthy gut, you're going to experience some issues down the road. So you may as well get on top of that now with either fermented vegetables, a good probiotic, which I don't take. I eat a lot of fermented vegetables, so I rely on that. But yeah, so this is what I do. So I put about, let's see, the gut shots are 16 ounces, so I put half of that in there, and that's chili. Yeah, Uncle Jay, that was a joke, bad joke. I'm actually going to be in New York next week, so I'll be eating those words. And then I put organic turmeric powder in there. So I'm going to have the actual root, fresh turmeric. I'm going to grate that in there, and then I'm actually going to put about a teaspoon of actual organic turmeric powder. Turmeric's amazing for reducing inflammation and calming the system for recovery. So you're working out, but just, as I said earlier, inflammation is the root of all disease, and if we can mitigate it in any way possible, might as well do it as often as possible. So whether it's sauna, whether it's working out, whether it's eating healthy, if you do all three, then you're going to be in an optimal position to stay young and feel vibrant as often as possible. So right here we have ascorbic acid. So this is potent form, the most potent form of vitamin C. I take this daily. I have about 3 teaspoons of this in here. Now I would work my way up. I'm going to put the recipe up here for you guys, but I would recommend working your way up from maybe a quarter teaspoon to half teaspoon to a teaspoon. I mean, vitamin C is one of those things that it's extremely important for the system. So I've worked my way up to almost a tablespoon. That sounds like a lot, but your system it's one of those things you can't overdose on vitamin C. Correct me if I'm wrong. I get vitamin C injections, and that's what my doctor told me, so I'm going to run with that. But this is another very important ingredient right here, and it's MSM. Very good for skin health. It's another thing that we produce naturally, but we're depleted in as we age, so I'm going to put, these are the crystals. I got these off Amazon. I'll put all the sources there for you. And yeah, but it's at the end. But it's, yeah, it's incredible for skin health, overall well-being. Like I said, it's something that we're depleted in as we age. Minerals like this are vital for our system and maintaining longevity. So I put about a half tablespoon in there. That's me. I mean, I worked my way out. I've been doing this for a while. I've been doing this for years. So I put that in there. Those are the large organic crystals in their most potent form. So then I'll put Schizandra powder. I get this by the kilo from Jing Herbs. It's the same Schizandra that I use in my Revitalize supplement. When I go on the road, I'll just take my Alitura Revitalize supplement. As of obviously, I can't make all of this in my hotel room, but I'll empty several capsules into one of the little paper cups they give you. Add some purified water and then stir it up with my finger and then down it every morning. It's really good just to do this on the road. Highly recommend it. So that was about 2 teaspoons of Schizandra powder. Then we get into the superfoods and the herbs. I really like basil, organic basil. Amazing for you. Amazing for, fights cancer, fights depression. It's very good for, your heart health. It's a very potent herb that I like to I like to cook with, but I also throw it in my smoothies every now and then. You can get this at Whole Foods. I think it's $2.99. You can also get it at Trader Joe's. And then watercress. Watercress is very good for thyroid health. So it looks like this right here. This is watercress. If you can find organic live watercress, I think I heard Dr. Rhonda Patrick talking about it. This is the brand that I get. Organic Living Upland Watercress, and Upland is in California, so obviously this is probably local to my particular Whole Foods that I go to. And what they say is to just get the leafy parts off and then stay away from like the big tubular stems of the watercress. So I just cut that off, and then move over to the basil that I showed you earlier. If you have any questions, fire away. Same thing with basil. You see those stems right there? I don't like to blend those. I just want the leaf. I should plant basil out there, but definitely don't have a green thumb. I mean, if I can butcher an aloe plant, I'm definitely not too confident that I can get a basil plant going, but I don't know. I have to find a way. There's got to be a YouTube tutorial out there that I can figure out. So what I'll do is this is about a handful of the organic basil leaf. And I'll just, with a little knife, just cut it in there. This is not going to taste too good, but I just do it for, just take care of what's inside. My body will thank me for it later. We have organic Ceylon cinnamon. Organic Ceylon cinnamon. Amazing health benefits. Very good for, the immune. Well, this is actually more of an anti-inflammatory ingredient. I'll do about a teaspoon of that. So we have our vitamin C. Ooh, here we go. Spirulina. Such a fan of spirulina. Look at that nutrient density. Oh, it's backwards actually. I'll just read it to you. So right here we have, it's loaded in vitamin A, C, K, B12, sodium alginate. Spirulina to me, I think it's the densest, it's nature's most dense form of protein per gram. So, if you're looking at this right now, 1 teaspoon is 3 grams. And 2 of those grams is protein. So for people out there that, are trying to find a plant source of protein, that's an excellent one. Definitely not the tastiest form of protein that I've had, but I love it. I love, the full spectrum of minerals and phytonutrients that you're getting from the spirulina. So I'll do a tablespoon of that and throw that in there as well. If you follow any of these videos that I do, probably know how much I love aloe vera. I mean, dream come true that I actually had to hire someone to come in here and plant them in my backyard because I couldn't figure it out. And it needs two things, water and sunlight. It needs barely of either to grow, and I still butchered it. So yeah, you cut out the clear inner part, plop it in. See right there? Clear inner part, boom. I'll get these chunks right here, probably 2 inches each. See, just cut it out, opens up like that. And then you just cut out that clear inner part. Very good for reducing inflammation, cleaning out that gut, getting all the undigested proteins out of the system. Just loaded in polysaccharides. I mean, skin, hair. Believe it or not, I first heard about aloe vera from Kato Kalin. He was like a star witness in the O.J. Simpson trial years ago, and he was on some red carpet, and they were like, "Well, what's your secret?" He's like, "I drink aloe vera juice." And I'm like, wait a minute, I forget how old I was at the time, but I started going to Trader Joe's and getting the little aloe vera juice water. And, but that's not good. I don't recommend that because they add citric acid to it. It's one of those things that you have to use immediately because it just, you want it live, you want it raw, you want it in its truest form to nature. And then you can, gentlemen, you can shave with this. I'll definitely keep these if I want to shave later, or put it in the hair, or whatever. So we have the Schizandra, we have turmeric. I know I'm missing, a little Himalayan salt to just mineralize the system, stabilize blood sugar levels. That looked to be about quarter teaspoon to a half teaspoon. This is another good one right here, the oregano oil. Oregano oil and olive leaf extract. Very good for you. Very good for the immune system as well. And I will, for a little gut health as well, and hopefully to assist with the taste, I'll use this beet kraut. I put it on everything. And just to assist with digestion. It adds a lot of flavor. Beets in general. This has a good amount of vitamin C because of the cabbage in there, but the beets have nitric oxide content, which just really helps with blood flow, gets you a good vascular state, gets you into a good vascular state. That's one of those things that I can definitely feel when I'm not consuming enough beets. Like say if I like to steam them, I'll usually eat it out of the kraut, say with eggs, or out of the jar. I'll eat the kraut out of the jar with, say, eggs, or I'll put a little bit in, maybe a handful in with a meal that I'm cooking. But this is the first time I've thrown it into this smoothie particularly. I'll usually do one or the other with the beet gut shot or the beet kraut. And did I already put bone? No. Okay, and then bone broth. If you have a better source of bone broth, I recommend it. This is just organic turkey bone broth that I got from Whole Foods down the street, but U.S. Wellness has a really good bone broth. Super gelatinized, so you're getting all that good collagen from the bone, for the bone broth. And it's in the gelatin content as well. And also it's very high in protein, as well as the minerals. We got a little bit more aloe. And this is, this altogether, sure saves time from going in and getting prescribed antibiotics, and it's just hard to see. Amoxicillin, remember those back in the day when we were growing up, and it was like the only alternative is, oh, you're sick, and then just take this pill, and it just kills everything in your system, including all the good stuff and the good bacteria. So I'm not a fan of that. The only time I was forced to do that, and that was after an accident that I was in. I was fearing infection from a surgery, an internal surgery for my jawbone. So I had to take it, but I was just a zombie. So if you can, don't get me wrong, Western medicine definitely saves lives, but if you can, find a holistic alternative, as we are doing right now. To reduce inflammation, really strengthen that immune system, and then to help with absorption, I hear that you need good fats. So I'm going to do about a tablespoon of Bulletproof Brain Octane. It's a concentrated form of the medium chain triglyceride, which is found in coconut. It's a fat found in coconuts. Man, this is going to be... Hey, Jimmy!
Yo!
All right. I want you to have a buddy here who's going to... I mean, I'm definitely going to try this out, but I have to. But he, this is one of those things that I just do for benefit. This is definitely not for taste. So be forewarned. You can warm it up. Maybe heat it up, and that'd be a little bit, but like the whole Chinese philosophy of the bitterness, and that's the medicine. So like the bitterness of the aloe, the bitterness of the turmeric root, that's doing a lot of work for your internal organs. So I forgot to dice this one up. Forgot the turmeric root. You can get this at Whole Foods, or I think Trader Joe's even has it now. I'll do, what was that, 2 to 3 inches, so probably like 3 of those. I mean,
all right, so quick recap. You've got turmeric, the beet kraut, aloe. What is this?
That is watercress. Watercress, beet kraut. We have a little bit of the brain octane oil to help the absorption of those nutrients and the phytonutrients and micronutrients as well. We have MSM, which is something that we're depleted in as we age. Very good for overall health and well-being, detox, skin, everything. I love MSM. I would go to hot springs in Ojai. That's that sulfur, like that sulfur smell the very fragrant sulfur smell that you smell in hot springs. I don't know if you've ever been to one. We got to go though, but it's awesome. Yeah, it's very good for you. Every time I leave, I feel so cleansed. Every time I leave a hot spring, I'm talking about it, I feel very cleansed. Very good for your skin. Just pulls out a lot of the crap that's on the surface that we absorb from environmental pollutants and you name it. I'm going to go ahead and throw another one of the tablespoons of the spirulina in. Love spirulina. So good for you. Vitamin A, C, K. Very potent source of beta carotene, B12, sodium alginate, and so it's very good. All right, what am I missing here? The top to the blender.
Right here?
Yeah, but that's not the one. Oh, we'll figure it out. All right. Can you grab a cup?
Need one too?
Oh, I didn't even think about the noise. Sorry about the noise. Guys. All right, so here we go.
So what do you call
That's
this?
what it should look like. Maybe blend it. This is just like a superfood herbal immune system strengthening tonic. Just adaptogenic herbs, good. Let's see, micronutrients, and let's see, also the Ayurvedic herbs, turmeric, things like that. Cheers.
Cheers.
There you go. All right. Well. Oh, that's good. That's really good.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Yeah?
Salty.
Wow, I wasn't expecting that.
All the herbs.
Man, you know what it is? It's got it has to be because of the gut shot. Normally I'll do it with water. I was trying to spice it up a little bit because we're doing a Facebook Live. But yeah, that's really good. And oh man. Okay, so we have watercress. I mean, a little bit of this oregano oil, olive leaf extract, watercress, turmeric root, MSM, good fats that our body needs. We even get a little bit of protein from the spirulina, bone broth, a little mineralization from the Himalayan salt, and man, aloe vera. And what else more do you want? Let me see if anybody else has any questions. If you guys have any questions, go for it. All right. Chili, really? Yeah, Brenda. Yeah, I'm going to be out in New York next week, so I'm definitely going to be eating those words. I'm just bringing this jacket. Hopefully that'll be enough. And a suit jacket. Yeah. That definitely will not be enough. Hey, Mary. Yum. All right. Well, if you guys don't have any questions, I'm going to down this and just thought I'd help you, or hopefully help you. Mary, I use Jing Herbs Shizandra powder right here. And you can get it by the kilo. So, it's really expensive, but, you have to treat yourself like a Ferrari. I mean, I have a second chance in life, dude. So I just, every day is going to be my best day, My wife wants to know where you get MSM. Okay. Hey, Roger, what's going on? So I get it from Gold Standard. So you can get this off Amazon. I'll put the recipe. I'm surprised at how good that tastes.
No, it's called Organic Sulfur.
Yeah.
You do them.
Gold Standard Organic Sulfur. There's a lot of good reviews on Amazon, and it's a very dense crystal form. So it's purest, most absorbable form. Once it melts down, it'd probably be a little bit better if it was warm. But I mean, I like it. All right. So yeah, unless anybody has any questions, I'm gonna, believe it or not, the sun's out. I'm gonna go get some sun. All right, guys. See you. Hope that helped you out. Gave you a little benefit, and to anybody who's getting sick, hope you feel better. Oh, another good thing is hitting the sauna, hydrating. Take out maybe a liter, 2 liters of purified water, and niacin brings a lot of those toxins to the surface, and then hopping in an infrared sauna should help escort those toxins out of the system and maybe speed up your recovery if you have the flu or if you're sick. And yeah, if you feel like sharing this or this can help anybody out, I hope it does. Have a good one, guys. See you.